Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's K-E-S-H-W-A-N-I, Keshwani. We are here because we want to learn algebra. Today is our lesson number 16, day number 16. Here's the problem. It says, show that the expression (2x squared plus 7x minus 15 equals 0 when x equals 3/2 and when x equals -5. That's it. Just give me 1 second, I'll be right back in the frame. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here. Just need to take care of something. There we go. It says, show that this expression 2x squared plus 7x minus 15 equals 0 when x takes these two values, 3/2 and -5. First thing first, let's give this expression a name. Let's christen these expressions, and if you do not know what christen means, just type in Keshwani Prep dash vocab dash day 63, and you will learn this word christen. Day 63. It just means to name something. Let's christen it. Let's give it a name. Let's call it. What should we call this expression? Let's call it. I'll tell you what. This time we're going to stick with the tradition instead of doing something crazy like calling it A or B or Z or P or Q. Let's call it Y, so that it looks familiar to you. Even though in reality we could call it anything you want. Let's call it Y. Or better yet, the hell with the convention. Let's call it something different. I'm going to call it beta. I want to call it beta. The Greek letter beta, second letter in the Greek alphabet, which is the equivalent of our B, A, B, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, so forth. Let's call it beta. Why such a weird name? Well, because I'm trying to make you understand that it has no significance. You can call it anything that you want, absolutely anything. It's just a name that you're giving to this expression, and that's all there is. You can call it anything you want. Beta. So our job is to show this. Our job is to show that the beta of 3/2 equals the beta of -5, because they both equal 0. This is what we have to show. And again, for those of you who have not watched any of the previous video, and if you're watching this video at random, it is important that you go in sequence so that I don't have this urge to keep explaining the same thing over and over again. This thing is read as beta of 3/2. Beta of 3/2 means the value of the expression beta, this expression that we're calling beta, this expression right here, the value of the expression beta when x equals 3/2. If somebody tells you, if somebody says if somebody says what's the beta of 3/2, what's the beta of 3/2, that's how a mathematician would ask you a question. What is the beta of 3/2? What the person is asking you is, what is the value of this expression that they are calling beta? What is the value of this expression when x happens to be 3/2? if somebody asks you what's the beta of -5, what they're asking you is, what is the value of this expression beta when x happens to be -5? Let's figure it out. I need the room, so let's do it up here. The expression was 2x squared minus 7x minus 15, and we have to find out 3/2, and we call this thing beta of x. So beta of 3/2 would be simply, wherever we see x, we replace it with 3/2. There you go. Open the parenthesis, open the squared thing. So 2 times 3 squared, which is 9, over 2 times 2, which is 4, because bottom 2 is also being squared, minus 7 times 3 over 2, minus 15. Let's simplify it if we can, before we do any work. I see a 4 at the bottom, I see 2 on the top. Let's cross out that. Let's divide top and the bottom by 2. So here we have 9/2, so here we have 21 over 2, here we have 15 over 1. 15 over 1. How can I have a denominator of 2 over here? By multiplying the top and the bottom by 2. And now we can add them. I need the room, so I need to erase everything here. So we have 9 minus 21 minus 30. Something has gone drastically wrong, because this does not add up to what we need. 9 minus 21 3/2. Oh, this expression is plus. I'm going to put it in the marker so you can see it. I wrote the expression incorrectly. It was 2x plus 7x plus 7x plus 7x. So this is plus, which makes sense because 9 plus 21 is 30, and 30 minus 30 would be 0, which is what we wanted. So now this expression is in fact 0 over 2, which is just 0, because 0 divided by any number is 0. 0 divided by any number is 0. 0 divided by any number is 0. Also, of course, we know that 0 multiplied by any number is also 0. Now let's do second half. We have to find the beta of -5. Beta of -5, right here. Beta of -5, which means the value of the expression beta, this expression beta, when x happens to be -5. So the expression was 2x squared plus 7x minus 15. Beta of -5 would be 2 times -5 squared plus 7 times -5 minus 15. -5 squared is -5 times -5, and of course the product of two negatives is positive. So it's 25, positive 25 times 2 is 50. And here we have positive, and inside we have negative, so that's -35 and a -15. Well, -35 and a -15 gives you -50. 50 minus 50 would be 0. There you go. So we have shown that beta of -5 is in fact 0. Right there. That's it. We are done. That's what we were asked to do. We were asked to show that the value of the expression, this expression here, which we happen to christen beta, we could have called it anything else, we christen it beta. We were asked to show that the value of this expression, 2x squared plus 7x minus 15, is equal to 0 when x happens to be 3/2 3 over 2, and when x happens to be -5. In other words, we were asked to show that the beta of positive 3 halves, beta of positive 3 halves and the beta of -5, but they both equal 0, and we have shown that this is 0 and the other one was 0. The other one is still up there. This is 0 and this is 0. That's it. That was the end of our lesson for today, day number 16 today. I will see you tomorrow on day number 17. In the meantime, if you wish to get hold of me, you can just go to any of these website addresses and send me an email. Or you can go to keshwaniprep.com and send me an email from there. Alright? Thanks.